upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking to pass. It's Overton. He's moving out of the pocket. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That's reeled in. It's Harbor. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the grab down the middle. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. Runs through the tackle. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
It's complete on the right side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Just keep giving them the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Scanning the field, it's Overton. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He wants it all. Trying to find the end zone. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Here's the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go. And this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Right on the money. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Takes a handoff. It's Lacey. Powers through the defender. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
This definitely isn't the start they too well. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. The sure hands, it's Lacey. Snowed under by the defense.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams, Bryce alive on third down. Throwing right. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that cover.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Overton. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. It's caught. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll try to get the first through the air. He's going to fire deep. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Maryland. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To throw, it's Reed. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for space, it's Lacey. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script, almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The give to the back. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry up. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. He's going to throw deep right side. Got it inside the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll move the tight end. To the air, it's Overton. They'll run the screen. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense in press coverage. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Catch in the middle. It's Alexander. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Reed. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out on the field because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive. He does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package now setting up 4th and long.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, South Carolina. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability in that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Reed. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Extending the play. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patters. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. They needed a bunch on fourth down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like fourth and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Reed. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Grant behind the line. It's Harbor. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Time to take a shot. He's got it along the sideline. Open spaces. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. First down for this offense. From the gun. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Pulls it in. It's Clark. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw. It's Overton. Pocket breaking down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground.
And the owner will take over 1st and 10.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Plows through the defense. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this 2nd half started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Alexander. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the 2nd half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
He'll keep it himself. And the Rebels will keep this drive going.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot. Get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And he'll be brought down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that 1st half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. On the move. The ball pops out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Looking for a man. It's Overton. He'll take a deep shot here. Hits him in stride at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field to score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Odo. Oh, a lot of space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for room. It's Lacey. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? On fourth down, going to the air. He's got it, first down and more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
The Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Dropping back, it's Reed. Quickly complete. Turning it on. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Third and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
The give out of the gun. Oh, he's got a chance. He's loose. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. So the final period starts with a second down play. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab, ready for the first down.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots. And a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw because he put it out in front of his big man. He was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Reed. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, how about the defense? How about the respect level for this guy? Double team him, and what happens? He still wins. You think the offense is going to continue to feature this guy?
Gonna look downfield again. Stands in and takes the hit. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up, and You're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give as they work on that clock. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now on second down. Handoff to the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better.